Okay, just show of hands, how many people take a nap after this yoga class? Come on. No, not really. What I'm hoping is that you energize, right? It energizes you. Yeah, you're like, I'm ready. Yeah, go shopping. So close your eyes, get settled in. Oh, we get to hear the sound of the beautiful loud truck outside. Oh, good. Take a nice deep breath. Exactly. Oh. See, that's embracing life around us, right? So we can't have everything perfect all the time. So take some nice deep breaths in. Soften whatever needs to be softened. A little breath is called letting go breath. And basically, we're inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. So it's just a kind of a silent process. So inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Out the mouth. Do that a few times. Return back to your normal rhythm, breathing in and out of your nose. Find that beautiful quietness inside of you. With our eyes closed, we don't know how old we are, or we don't know the shape of our bodies, or anything about our physicalness. We just know a little bit about the integral part of us. The essence. So with your eyes closed, experience that person that lives inside of you. And then we'll gently start the neck movement. So you always know you can sit up tall to do that. You would align your spine a little bit more. Otherwise you can just lean back, and I'm going to stay back here and just support my back. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, tilt your chin down, let your head slowly drop. Maybe the first physical sensation, that first physical stretch today, just notice it. So when we get into tight spaces, it should not be a sharp pain. It should be kind of a dull, achy kind of resistance. And that's all okay to hold that and breathe into that space. And then gently right ear to the right shoulder. And then come back to the center. Over to the left, and gently back to the center, and then explore that movement. You can take it into a big half circle or just a little one, because you're just warming up and you're just kind of noticing all the different angles and a little tightness on one side, maybe one little muscle. And work with a neuromuscular therapist. How about that? That's a mouthful. And she said, he said that sometimes we hit one of these muscles that are really tight, and then when we stop there, we breathe into it. But he says it's like a violin that has strings, and one of the strings is just a little tighter than the other. So you want to think about that as you hold into that tight spot, and breathe and exhale into that tightness. So you can let it go, and then maybe go over and find another little string that's tight. You can even hold it and then move your head around. See if you can hold it in a certain angle, and then move your head to see if you can get a little bit different movement or a stretch. So we're just tuning up the body. And last time back to the center. Good. Take your hands, interlace them, place them behind your neck arch. So right there, the cervical arch. We're going to gently lift our head up. You can open your eyes if you want to. And then just lift your chin up a little bit and press your fingers into the neck arch, so you're having a nice supported neck arch here. Good. Tuck your chin down. Slowly release. You can keep the elbows together, close together, or out. One more time. We're going to inhale up. And then gently bring your chin back to the center. Release your hands. Good. And roll the shoulders up and back. So you know that I'm all into the neck stretches because it's such a good part to stretch out before we do our regular exercises. But one thing I was reading this week is that the back of the neck gets very shortened when we do something like this, right? When we're moving forward and that neck gets shortened. So we're gonna lengthen the back of the neck, and what I want you to do is take your left hand, your left palm, in the back of your head, right? And then I want you to place your hand in that neck arch that we were just at, and push your head back into your palms. You should feel those muscles engage. Okay? And then release, take this hand down, and then jut your head forward. Take your head forward and get these muscles here to kind of tighten right here. These muscles are going to tighten. Now we're going to straighten them out. So take your hand behind you again and then push back. And then these muscles release. So you can't even hardly see these muscles on me. So that's what we want to do. This is like the headrest of your car, right? And then release it. So that's the motion that you want to do as often as you can. Let's take the right hand now behind your head. And then you're going to take your hand in your neck arch, and you're just going to push back, and you're going to be strengthening the back muscles. Now we go the opposite. Tuck your head forward so that this part of your neck is kind of jutted out. And then we go the opposite way. And then push it back. And then maybe you can even feel that those muscles are soft. Good. And then release. Oh yeah, arms out. Good. Palms up. Open and close the fingers. Good. Rotate the wrists. Rotate them the other way. Good. And then roll the shoulders up and back and up and back. Good. Take the fingers out in front. We're going to open and close them. Good. And then rotate the wrists. And then we get the elbows in and out. And then we're just going to swirl. Okay, so swirl, what does swirl mean, right? It kind of means loop-de-loops or something. I don't know. Just kind of move everything around. And your whole side waist is kind of moving. Maybe we're up. Maybe we're to the side. Maybe we're to the other side. Let's see if we can go sideways over here, and in the middle, and then over here. Oh, I feel it in my wrists already, huh? And then shake it out. Give it a good shake. Look at your hands and make them really, really blurry. So you can't see any of your fingers, you can't see your thumb, everything's just a big blur. And then sit back, close your eyes, your palms are facing up. Oh, and just feel that little tingling. Oh, this beautiful life force, it's kind of, I don't know, I think of it sometimes like a wispy vapor or something, so almost like crystal-like, and it's inside of you and it's moving around and causing all this beautiful movement, this tingling sensation. And then gently open your eyes. So we're going to do some reaches. Reaches are reaching upward, right? Reaching outward, reaching forward, and sometimes reaching sideways, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the picking fruit reach. So whenever we're reaching, our spine's got to be straight and tall, so if you could just kind of shimmy forward a little bit. So this has a pattern to it, and we're going to be testing our brain and body connection on this one. So we're going to take the left arm up, we're reaching, picking the fruit, we're grabbing it here, we're taking it out to the side, and then we're dropping it. Good, bring it back. And now we're going to reach, we're going to grab, we're going to take it out in front, and we're going to give it away. Good, and then we'll take that pattern a couple times. So we're picking, grabbing, out to the side, dropping, okay, back. Picking it up, everyone's getting really nervous, like, am I gonna be able to do this? Out in front, give it away, good, and then release it one more time. Pick it, grab it, out, drop it. Pick it, whoops, I screwed up. Pick it, grab it, out in front, give it away. Okay, other side. Oh my gosh, the teacher screwed up. Here we go. So up, pick it. I know, yeah, really. Grab it, up, drop it, back. Pick it, grab it, out in front. Let it go. Now you're gonna get me nervous. Okay, so pick it, grab it, out, and drop it. Back, pick it, grab it, out, and give it away. Okay, now we're gonna do both hands. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Up, pick it, grab it, out, drop it, back in. Pick it, grab it, out, give it away. Good, one more time. Pick it, grab it, out, drop it, back in. Pick it, grab it, out in front, and give it away. Yay! So you guys are working my orchard. Okay, picking fruit. All right, I love it. All right, very good. Now, since we did all the lateral and the axial, we're going to do the sideways. Okay, so we're going to take the right hand down, the left hand's going to go out, make sure we get all our reaches today, and the left palm is up. We're up, 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 and then we're sideways. This is going to get into the sideways. You're intercostal muscles between your rib bones. Oh yeah, good long stretch. Maybe, just reach a little bit more. Good, back in. Left hand down, turn your head to the right, up and then over all the way. You should feel that in your right hip bone. And then back, and now we get to float back and forth. So just go side to side. Oh yeah, all these little fluid movements are so good. They calm our nervous system. Back and forth, one more time each side. And here. Good, and release. Take the shoulders and roll them up and back. So we'll do a couple shoulder openers. So I have to confess that when I go and look through the videos, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm seeing some alignment issues. And you know what I'm seeing a lot is cactus arms are like this. It's really interesting. Cactus arms are like this. So I'm thinking, let's just try if this makes a difference. If we start like this, and then we come down. Yeah, okay? That's much different, isn't that? Because, okay, put it down on your left. So if I say cactus arms, this is what you guys do. I notice this. You're like this, okay? So we're gonna start doing, remind me, cactus arms like this, and then like this. So what you're trying to do is not to drop your arms below your shoulders like that, right? So we're up, good, yeah. Aha moment, huh? Yeah. Okay, roll the shoulders back, oh yeah. Open up the chest, those are the pectoral muscles. Oh, I love that stretch. Good, bring it back in front. Palms and elbows touch, tuck your chin a little bit. Just stretch into those rhomboids. We're gonna go back again. So we're gonna pull it back. Keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching. Good. Now we're gonna come into eagle. So when we come forward, it's gonna be the left arm on the top. So remember the eagle could be like this, right, the hug. It could be like that, like we just did. It could be the back of the hands touch, or it could be the fingers to the palms. So there's so many different options, and you'll know exactly the right one. It's gonna pull in your shoulders, okay? So inhale, the elbows come up, you're looking up a little bit. And then we're gonna fold forward. So I don't want you to tuck forward, I want you to just lean a little bit forward so that you're stretching into the upper back, and you're gonna take one big breath into those shoulder blades, biggest breath. That's the back side of your lungs, good, exhale. Inhale back up a little bit. And then we're gonna open up, keep those arms out if you can, good. And then the other side, so it'll be the right arm on the top, left arm on the bottom, and then you can check it out. Remember, the hug is just as good, so we're gonna do this. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Now that biggest breath into the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, all the way up. Oh, cactus arms one more time. Good, arms out. And release, good. Sit back and relax, close your eyes. You should feel it in your shoulders. Maybe a little warmth, a little movement, a little freedom. Just settle in. We're going to do one last little thing for our hands. This one has been a little bit challenging to me, so I want to see if you guys can do this one. We're going to take the left arm up, left hand out actually, and we're going to take the pinky and we're going to cross it over to the opposite side of the palm, keeping the fingers straight. So this is working on your dexterity, okay? It's also opening up the carpal tunnel. Then bring it out. Now it's going to be your ring finger that comes in. Do the best you can. Good. Bring it out. And then the middle finger. Do you feel that in this area here, these muscles and ligaments and tendons and all of that, getting at a good stretch. And then, of course, the pinky. Oh, no, not the pointer. And then the thumb goes all the way over to the pinky mound. So you can feel that stretch on the outside of the edge. Good. And then open and close. Okay, other side. Is that a little challenging? It's a little hard, isn't it? Okay, so pinky over. Try to keep your elbows straight. Yeah, and then the ring finger comes in. I know the other fingers try to come in as well. Right? The middle finger comes in, and then the index finger comes in, and then the thumb goes all the way across. Good, and back. Good, and then shake it out. Okay, so last little thing, little micro movements will be the eyes. Okay, so I love the eye movements because we don't get a lot of it in terms of kind of taxing the muscles. So I want you to take a hug, just kind of like this. And the first thing we're going to do is just going to rock gently back and forth. Just like this, just kind of a little warm up of the spine. Now what you're going to do is you're going to find a place right in front of you, and you're going to keep your eyes straight looking there, and your body and your head are still moving. And that's going to be hard. So your eyes are going to the edge of each side. Good. gonna make you wanna blink. Good, one more time. And back to the center. And then blink your eyes 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze them out tight. And then release. And we'll get a little prana back for the eyes. So just rub your hands. So the eyes have muscles just like everything else, right? So we're just gonna give them a little prana back here. Prana is another name for life force. So you just make it hot, and then you go like this because there's a little pulsing there. Sometimes you can go like that. It goes like this, like a little cupping motion. You're not touching, and then you go like that. There's actually this little kind of ball of energy right here. You're kind of manipulating it, and then you put it cupped palms on your eyes, and just kind of sit back. Let the prana, let the life force, let all that healing energy come into your beautiful eyes. You know that the life force is very intelligent. It goes exactly where it needs to go. And then gently open your eyes. Let's bring the legs up a little bit. Point flex. How are we feeling temperature? Are we good? Good. Good. And roll the ankles. Roll the ankles. Take them out a little bit. Roll them in. Good. Oh, I hear all the crunching. I love that. And then out. Yeah. That means our joints are moving, right? If they weren't crunching, they weren't moving. Okay, good. So are we ready? Sun salutations. We're going to scoot on up. Bring your hands to your heart for seated mountain pose. So we're going to take a moment and we're going to be very tall and still and strong. So close your eyes, drop your shoulders a little bit. And just take a moment and just find the groundedness in your feet. So those are your roots at this moment. The base of your mountain, if we want to keep the analogy. And notice your spine tall, straight. Your belly's drawn in just a little bit. So the idea is that the belly button's coming in towards your spine. Open your eyes. We're going to do a little lotus mudra, a sun circle. We're going to just do 2 to kind of warm up. So we're going to take the fingers of the 3 middle fingers open. We're going to reach the hands all the way up. And as we reach them up, we're looking up. Turn the hands, big circle, all the way down, sun circle, and then we're going to bring the hands in front of us so that we're going to take the back of the hands together, fingers are spread, pull it right into the center, and then we flip it open again to the heart center, and then we lift it up. So inhale up, exhale, big circle, good, hands come together in front of you, pull it all the way out, flip it at heart. This time we're going to take this lotus flower, lift it up, and it turns into the crown. So you're going to take it right on your head. You're going to spread your fingers as wide as you can. And do you feel that in your forearms and your fingers? Try to make your fingers spread like wide. Yeah. Maybe happy fingers go like this. Yay! Oh, good. That looks good. Then reach it all the way up. Good. And exhale all the way down. Good. Hands to heart. Now we'll do our sun salutation. So we're inhaling up. So kind of the same idea we did with cactus, right? Cactus. So the arms are still going to be up. Fold. The belly comes in. Hands to kneecaps. And then slide down. So slowly let the back be straight and long when you fold down. Inhale halfway up. Remember, you can look down or you can give yourself a little arch. Good. Exhale. We're going to fold wherever your hands go. They don't have to touch the floor. The right hand will come up. You can come up to the side or all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale down. And then it's going to be the left hand up. And exhale down. The back is flat. The belly is in when the arms are going to go out and up. So that's that big, tall reach. And then the hands come back to heart center. Beautiful. Here we go. So inhale up. No, we're getting warm, I think. Exhale, cactus and lean. So holding. Strong backs. Good. Hands to kneecaps. Fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Good breath. Exhale, fold. Right hand reaches up. The elbows nice and straight. Exhale, release it. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, fold. Belly's in, arms up, inhale, big reach, tall, exhale, extension. Yeah, and exhale back to heart center. Good. We're going to do one more like that. Inhale. Arms in cactus and lean. Hold it. Good. Hands to kneecaps and then fold. Long, 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 long. And release. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Right hand reaches up. The fingers are spread nice and wide. And then release it. And the left hand comes up. Big stretch. And release it. Belly's in, arms out, inhale, big reach. Exhale back to heart center because you know you always can take a little rest if you need to. So inhale up. Exhale, cactus lean, holding strong. Good. Hands to kneecaps. We're going to fold down. Inhale, halfway up. You can even roll the shoulder blades down a little bit. Exhale, fold. The right hand reaches up as you gaze up. And release it down. Left hand up. Release it down. Lift your head, lean forward a little bit. So that means the belly's got to hold you strong because you're kind of a little angled there. Take your hands to your heart. We're going to take a twist, left elbow, right knee. And remember, you can go down to your knee or you can just take the upper back twist. So whatever's going to feel good. Just twist for the back. Good. Reach your arms out in front. This is the hardest part of this one. So inhale, like you're lifting something all the way up. Good. And exhale back to heart center. Good. So we're moving lots of big muscles here. That's why we're getting so warm. Inhale up. Exhale, lean so the belly's strong. Good. Hands to kneecaps. Slide down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right hand reaches up. And then release it. Inhale, left hand up. I bet you guys can do this in your sleep. And release it. Reach the arms forward. Hands to heart. Opposite way, right elbow, left knee. A little twist, a big twist, you decide. And then reach it back in front. And a big power reach. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Good. Now it's the feet. So inhale up. Exhale, cactus slings. The arms are up. Good. Hands to kneecaps and slide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right hand reaches up. And release it. And left hand reaches up. And lower it. Bring the arms out in front. So you're leaning a little bit, toes down, heels up, and you're pushing. And you're strengthening the quads. You can probably even feel it in your butt muscles, as your gluteus muscles. And then heels down. Inhale, take that ball up, reach it up. Exhale, back to heart center. Good. Only two more. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, belly in as you fold. Hands to kneecaps. Slide all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. The right wing comes up. Bring it down. Now your left wing is up. And bring it down. Arms swoop out in front like you're holding something. And now it's going to be heels down, toes up. I did it right, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, just making sure. I want you guys to always tell me if I screw up, okay? I don't want you to be like, the teacher's messing up, and let's not tell her, okay? Yeah, toes down. Inhale up. You will, you promise me? Good. Because you know what? That's going to keep me sharp, you know? Inhale up. Exhale forward. Take the hands to the kneecaps and slide all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release it. And it's going to be the right arm reaches up, and then down, and left arm reaches up, and then down. Arms reach out in front. We're going to take it off the chair, so we're just going to hold it. We're going to go down to the count of 10. So we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh yeah, and up, and around. And we're done. Oh my goodness. I love that pose. I love that sequence. It does feel so good. The Chopra Center does sun salutations. It's a very big part of their program. It's in all yoga programs. But one thing they said about it, and I really like it, is that it moves all the muscles in your body. I love it. You know, even when we include the feet, right? Everything, and that's why we get so warm, because we're just doing these big, huge, gross movements of our body, and we're just moving everything around. So that's why we feel good. So close your eyes and just settle into that. Oh, we all have this beautiful energy field around us. If we see it or believe it or not, we do have it. And it's our aura. And some people do see it. But right now, that aura is just vibrating. It's shimmering. Beautiful little crystals around you, like a little bubble protecting you and just keeping you healthy. And gently open your eyes. And we're going to come to standing, so just come on up. Find your chair so that the high part of your chair is in front of you, or the low part. I know some of you like the low part. So just finding that big, long, downward facing dog stretch as you start to walk. You're going to take your spine long and parallel to the floor as best you can, even if it's in your mind's eye. You're going to bend your knees so that you can actually sink your chest a little bit further towards the floor. So I want you to feel the stretch underneath your armpits. You have lymph nodes there in the creases by your hips and the creases under your arms. Women know that especially when we get our exams, right? They always check for the lymph nodes, the health of the lymph nodes. So that's what we're doing. We're stretching, we're releasing, flushing all of those little lymph nodes. Those are like the vacuum cleaners in your body. Just take it one more long breath. Imagine that someone's pulling you by the waist and you're holding on for dear life with your fingertips on the chair, getting so long and so tall. And then look up at the chair. You're going to walk all the way up, until we come on our tippy toes for upward facing dog. So this is one of the best stretches we can do for the front side of our bodies. So if you can hold on to the chair, all the better. But I know if you're tall, that's challenging. Good. And then come down on your heels. We're going to rock down on the heels and up on the toes. Flex the toes. Yeah, very good. That strengthens those calves. And then we're up again. Come up. Strengthens the ankles. Good. Bring it down and just rock back and forth. Up and down a couple times. Good. And next time we're up on our tippy toes, let's hold it. And let's see if we can take one arm up. Really, really reach it. And what do you think? Do you think we could do the other arm? Let's try it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Really good for a moment. Very good. And down. See, everyone's a ballerina today. Okay, so take one leg out, shake it. So important for our balance to kind of challenge ourselves now and then. Good. Okay, so a little cat-cow. So you want to actually walk away from the chair maybe about a foot or two. Your feet are parallel, your arms are parallel, and we're going to take a little inhale. It's almost like an upward facing dog. We're inhaling, and then when we exhale, we're going to tuck the chin, round the shoulders a little bit, and you can even bend your knees. And this doesn't have to be a super duper kind of exaggerated motion. It's just kind of moving into the vertebra gently, opening and closing. Now some of us might have some fused discs, so just be aware of that if you're getting into this space that's a little tight. But otherwise, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine what a skeleton looks like, the spine and all those little vertebrae, the open and close and the discs that are inside of it. That's where we're working right there. Come back to the center, walk up a little bit because we're going to balance next. We're going to take the right hand up, so the thumb is facing up, and the left one's going to go back. Just hold. Beautiful. This is called balancing cat, or sometimes it's sunbird. Good, and then release it, and now to the other side. So left hand up, right foot back. And then release it. Now we're going to try a little bit tricky balance. So let's take right hand up, left foot. And what about that left hand off? For a moment, off. For a moment, off. Whatever you got, just try it. Good, and release it. Good. Oh, you got the wall you get to use, huh? Yeah. Okay, left hand off. Right foot back. Yeah. And this is just being playful, right? It's not a stressful thing like, oh no, what am I going to do? So, one hand off, just a second. Just kind of feel it. Maybe reach it for a second. Good, and then release it. Okay, so we're going to counter that nice little back bend that we just did with the downward facing dog. So just walk back, stretch it out, make sure your knees are nice and bent. So I don't want anybody's knees to be locked, especially not locked. That's one of the worst things you can do for your beautiful knees. So keep them a little bent. Maybe even bend one knee a little bit more than the other, and you're walking your dog, going up and down on your heel. Down. Good, bring it back up. Walk yourself forward again. So we'll come to the chair, take one leg out, shake a little bit, and the other leg out, shake a little bit. Okay, so we're going to work into the hips now. So we're going to first do a little rotation. So when you take the right leg out, you're going to flex it, and you're going to make circles with that right hip. And then the other way. So we're going to work all different patterns here with the hips. So if you have hip replacements, just be aware which ones are not good for you. So you're going to go in and out a couple times. So that's called abduction, adduction. And then we're going to take it out and slightly in front of us. So we're crossing the midline. Okay, so in, and then we go back and cross the midline behind you. So we'll kind of make it almost like a Z. Next time it's out, I want you to tip your toe on the floor and then take your right hand up. Reach that big, long stretch. And then bring it all the way down, and then take your leg in. We'll take it to the left. So left foot goes out, the foot is flexed. Circle. So you can start warming up with little circles, and then you can get big. Just kind of notice the range that you can do, and then go backwards. So every time we do this, we're oiling our joints. And then we're going in and out a couple times. So you want to keep that foot flexed. This is your gluteus muscles working right here. Okay, so the next time you're out, you're gonna slightly cross in the front, over and across the midline. And then back out, and then backwards. So if you do have hip replacements, one of these motions will probably not work for you, and you will know it. Good. Next time you're out, touch the toe on the floor, and take your left hand. Oh, yeah. Good. And then release it, and then take it in. So this is the one in honor of my mom, 82 years old with a knee replacement. And by the way, she's doing awesome, you guys. She says it's the greatest thing. She was raking leaves. She's in Ohio right now. So she's raking leaves, and it's been 4 months for her. So she said best thing she ever did. Okay, so this one, I was there when she was doing this one, so it always reminds me of her. It's called Kick Your Butt. Okay, so that's how my mom is. She's a kick butt type of person. Okay, so we're gonna take the right foot up and we're gonna bend it, and then we're gonna try to take the heel to the butt, so it kind of goes like that. Your butt. Yeah, lifting up. You feel that in the quad, you feel it in the hamstring too, right? So that strengthens. Okay, now, next time it's bent, let's just see. Can we grab it? Yeah, wow. Is that your knee replacement knee? Normal? Yeah.
No, it's the other one.
Okay, I'd be curious, yeah. So this is what they always try to do when you have knee replacements. Yeah, and then release it. Okay. So that keeps that quadricep nice and stretched to support your knee. The quadricep holds your kneecap up. Okay? So shake it out a little bit, and we're going to go to the other side, so keep the butt to the left. So we're going to take the leg and just kind of bend it up. So your foot is flexed, right? You see that? Flexed. And then we just go like this. Now, sometimes you might get a cramp in your hamstring. That could happen, right? And if it does, then you just stop that. And then when you're back up, let's see. This side could be completely different. Grab it. Hold it. Ooh. Sort of, kind of. Don't force it, though. Good. Hold it. Yes, very good. All right. Shake that one out. Shake the other one out. All right. So we'll do a little wag the tail because we did lots of hip work. So the wag the tail releases the hips. So you just move back a little bit, you bend your knees, and then you take your hips over to the right and you look over your left shoulder. And then back to the center and you go the opposite way. And what I like about this pose is that you kind of make it your own. So you can, the more you bend your knees, you'll notice the more you kind of get over into the side and the hips. Shield muscle, the gluteus muscles, all those beautiful muscles that keep your spine good and strong. Back and forth one more time. And then when we go back to the center, we're going to walk it back one last downward facing dog. And this time, we're going to walk the dog, but also add a little bit of that hip twist that we just did. So you're kind of combining a couple of motions, right? You're up and down with the heels and actually side to side with the hips. This is what's going to keep your lower back and your hips fluid, flexible, with freedom of movement. All of that's going to make your back feel so much better when all these muscles can stretch. Come back to the center, walk yourself all the way up, all the way up. We'll just do one round of warriors, okay? So the right foot's gonna stay, the left foot will step back. Remember, we're on railroad tracks, so the feet are kind of parallel apart. The back foot is slightly angled. And then bend your right knee, tracking the right knee straight towards the middle toes, and then the left arm will come up. And you know where we go from here. If you wanna bring both arms up, feel free to do that. Otherwise, one arm down, one arm up is perfectly fine, because we're strengthening the bottom side of us. And then bring the hands down, and then we'll step that back foot forward, give it one last shake, and over to the other side. So left foot stays, right foot's gonna step back, bend the left knee, raise the right arm. You should feel that nice arc. So just like an upward facing dog, kind of that little front arch motion, this is what's going on here on the front side. This beautiful arc right here, stretching. So that's why the left arm is not as important to bring up. It's good for your balance, right? But it's not as important for getting the stretch. And then bring both hands down, and then step it forward. Good, shake it out. And last one's gonna be tree. Okay, so you can just kind of find wherever you would like the chair. I know even some of you like it this way, so just find whatever feels good for your chair. You will have your favorite side down first. Okay, so wherever that is. The other leg comes up, instep or calf. The arm that's not holding on, raise it up. So this is your axial extension again. This is your tall tree.
It's okay, me too.
Yeah. And if you want to, the other arm can come up or not. If you don't have the other arm up, maybe close your eyes and kind of see what that dynamic feels like. Sometimes it's very, very strange to kind of notice what your balance does when your eyes are closed. And then slowly lower. Out. You can just switch switch legs, you can switch the chair, whatever works. Left leg down, right leg up. Oh no, actually, I gave in which one was my favorite. Oh my gosh, okay. So your second favorite side, bringing your foot wherever you are. I know, double check. Otherwise you're gonna make one side really super strong today. Okay, arm up. And then you get to play with this, right? You can sway, holding on, right? That's a little playful. You can close your eyes and hold on. You can bring both arms up. Just whatever expression of tree feels good. And then slowly come down. Good, shake out the legs. Move your chair so you kind of facing forward again, and we'll take a little pause. Close your eyes. Oh yeah. So I didn't heat you up too bad today. I can feel it, right? That wasn't too bad. Nice. Yeah. I think we loosened everything up though. Take a moment, relax as I go get my belt. If you need a belt, raise your hand. Pretty good. Definitely down. Our belts, and I think some of you know, but I always like to tell, especially my new people, that I trained with a very special teacher. Her name was Mary Cavanaugh, and I met her when she was 79 years old, and I was there to celebrate her 80th birthday, which was really awesome. And I mentored with her, so I went to every single class she taught for about 4 years. And I got to see her teaching at nursing homes and senior centers and all over the place. She taught a lot of corporate classes too, so she was in corporate America, and she was 79, 80, 81 years old now. But she said she did the sequence every single day. And when my husband first saw her, he saw her only from behind. He said, oh my gosh, look at that woman. He goes, she looks like a teenager. And she did, you guys. She was just straight and tall. She was very toned, and she says a lot of it was this pose. So this is for her, this is for Mary today. So let's take it into Supta Baddha. No, Supta Hasta Padangusthasana. So we're going to take the right foot, and the belt goes across the ball of the right foot, and we're going to straighten out. So why is this pose so good? You know what? Because it works the upper and the lower body as well. So we're going to straighten up the spine, so that means we have to sit up tall. The leg will be straight, so you want the knee to be straight but not locked. I hope everybody understands what locked means. It means like hyperextended. We don't want that. The foot is flexed. Take a breath. And exhale, the foot comes up just a wee little bit, and you'll notice it. It's almost like hitting a bumper. And once you do that, then you kind of found that spot. And then we take 3 or 4 long breaths here. So I want you to close your eyes because I want you to pay attention to where the breath's going to go. It's going to go down through your lungs, down to the hip, straight underneath your leg, all the way through your heel. So just imagine that flow of energy, that flow of strength, that life force. All the bones that support your beautiful legs getting strong right now because of this resistance. So that's important to visualize. This is a bone strengthening pose. And gently open your eyes. You'll grab the belt now with your right hand. The left hand goes out. Your thumb is up because that means your shoulder's going to be nice and open. You can even take this arm and kind of move it back a little bit. A little deeper stretch. Good. And then that leg goes out to the right. If you can, turn your head and look at your thumb. Nice deep breath here. So this works the hip mobility. Back to the center, you're going to grab the belt, and this is where it gets a little restricted for some of you with hip replacements, right? So you can't cross the midline, so you do the best you can, otherwise you're up and over. Gazing at the opposite hand. You know you can take the opposite hand back a little bit if you want a little further stretch in the shoulders. Good. One last breath. This is your IT band we're stretching. And back to the center. Now we're going to bend that top knee, place the ankle flex on top of that left foot, and then the elbows across. Okay, so hands to your shins, and I just want you to sit up tall. So no really moving except for just lengthening the spine. Yeah. Does everybody feel that already in their right hip? Already? It's perfect right now. Actually, you don't have to do anything. If you want to add a little bit to it, then there's just a little lean. It's probably 3 or 4 inches, and your spine is straight, and you're just leaning, and you're tilting your pelvis so that you're stretching a little bit more into the piriformis muscle, the muscle that is affected when you have sciatica. So when you have sciatica, all you want to do is get that sciatic nerve to loosen up. And that's what you do with your breath. everything about pain is tightness and tension. So if you can take deep breaths somewhere, you're going to release so much more. If you can do that, it's so beneficial. Because the opposite, our bodies are telling us we want to tighten up, we want to hold our breath. Good. The next inhale, you're back up. Grab a hold of the right knee so it's out in front of you and you're just holding it. Let go of your hands, take them to the side of you. Good. And then straighten them out, flex your foot if you can. Good. Hold it. And then point and flex all the way down. Good job, Donna. That's good. It's a lot of work to hold that quad up. Good. And then maybe go like this. Okay, now with your voice. Okay, that's good. You just shook out everything that yes, that would really be good. Okay, so now it's going to be the left foot. Straighten it out, big strong legs. This is what makes you grow tall, and your spine is nice straight legs, right? So take a breath. Exhale, lift it up until it stops. You don't have to go any special spot. You already know where it is. Don't go too high up. Close your eyes. We're going to take 3 long breaths into your beautiful, straight, long, strong left leg. If you have any left leg issues right now, we're just going to address it. Life force, go right there. If it's your knee, if it's your ankle, if it's your hip. Find that intelligence inside of us. You'll grab the belt with your left hand. Right hand's going to go out. And you know you have that option to go further if you want to stretch a little more into that shoulder. And then we're going to take that left leg out until it stops. Getting the inner thigh muscle. This one we don't pay attention to much. Gaze over to the opposite side. So we're going to protect our inner knee by stretching that inner thigh muscle. Good. Back to the center. And as we do, what's going to be right hand reaches on the belt. Left hand goes up and we're coming up, around, over, whatever's going to feel good for that outer edge of your left leg. Gaze to your thumb. Nice deep breath. And back to the center. Bending that knee, flexing that foot, keeping it flexed so that the ankle's right there on top of that top thigh. Belt across your lap. Hands to shins. As soon as you sit up tall, there's a little bit of a back bend, just a little tilt of your pelvis. You're going to feel that in your left hip. Now we're going to close our eyes. We're going to breathe a couple breaths here. And if you want to do that, just a teeny little lean. Doesn't matter if you do it or not. It might take you a little further. You always know where you are when your breath is telling you go or stop. Right? So just taking nice deep breaths. And any of your friends who tell you about sciatica pain, show them this, okay? It's so important. It's really one of the best things to do. Breath cycle. Good. Inhale, gently come up. Bring your knees in so that left knee is up a little bit. Good. Hands to your side. We're going to straighten out that leg. Hold and hover if you can, and then point and relax. Way down. And then release it. Sit back. Take your belt onto the floor. Close your eyes and just kind of take a moment. Observe. Maybe first of all, notice the thoughts, right? You've been at this a little over 45 minutes. So where have your thoughts been today in this class? Is there a little freedom from the planning, the doing, the worrying? Yeah. And then notice your breath. Is it a little deeper? Is it softer? Just any attribute you can describe. And then what's the sensations in your body? Give it some adjectives. I feel warmer, I feel softer, I feel freer, I feel looser, I feel tighter, whatever it is. This helps us connect to the sensations in our body. Really important. And then gently open your eyes. Take it into a couple of twists. So let's scoot on up so that we're not supporting ourselves. That means our core and our back's going to have to be strong. We're going to take it out, airplane wing twist. So we're going to gently move the whole torso to the left. So we're just going to keep moving and keep moving. And we're going to gaze to that back hand, nice and strong and straight. Good, we're going to go back to the center, and then we're going to go over to the other side. So if you can, just making everything be fluid. And then we're going to go back to the center. We're going to go one more time. Easy. This time, we're going to hold it here on the twist and turn your head the complete opposite way. Look all the way over the other way. Good. Then look back behind you again. And slowly to the center. And all the way back to nice strong arms. As soon as you get to that point, you can't go any further. Turn your head all the way to the other side. All the way back. And all the way to the side. Good. Palms up. Turn them all the way up. Touch them at the top. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. And then lift your elbows up, and we're going to do namaste hands. So pressing your fingers together, we're going to push those hands over to the right as far as you can. Okay. Feel it underneath your forearm and your arm, right? And then back to the center, push it over to the left. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Good. Back to the center, thumbs touch your heart. Fingers go down towards the floor. Then bring the fingers up, around, and inside of you. Yeah, oh, good dexterity. Interlace your fingers and notice which pinky's on the top. Stretch it all the way out. Oh, I probably heard some cracks. Oh, there was one. I knew I was going to hear it. Good. Bring it all the way up. Big stretch. Yes. And then release it. Bring your hands back to namaste hands. Palms are pressing. Fingers are pressing. It's almost like you're trying to get a 90-degree angle with your wrist. And then we're going to go the other way. So we're just going to push over to the left. Good. Back to the center. Your body and your face stay center. Over to the right. Good. This strengthens our bones. Any isometric kind of strengthens those bones. And then bring your thumbs in. Fingers down. Fingers up and inside, so the other pinky's on the top, so kind of remember that. Stretch it all the way out. Oh yeah. All the way up. Big stretch, big stretch. And then release it all the way down. Very good. Oh, and roll the shoulders. Everything is loose now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the swirl again. I have no cares in the world right now. La-di-da, la-di-da, right? Oh, very good. So the last one we're going to do is bring these feet up. And we'll point and flex. So if you ever get tingling in your feet, cold feet, numb feet, this is really good. This is a natural pumping sensation. So it pumps the blood back up to your heart so the blood can come right back down. So, and it's a very exaggerated pointing and flexing. And guess what? We're strengthening the quads while we're doing that, right? Okay, so then the rotation goes to the right. And the rotation goes to the left. And then we're out and we're going in. And then we're in and going out. Very good. And then we'll shake it in. So the last little thing for the legs is going to be the foot stomp. So just come on up a little bit. You want to do blast? Yeah. We'll do blast. We haven't done that in a while. Okay, so foot stomp is another one for a good circulation. I only bring this up because it's going to be getting cold, and a lot of times our hands and our feet are the first things that get cold, right? And that a lot of it is just circulation. Okay, so we're going to get everything kind of moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring that left leg up about 3 or 4 inches, and then we stomp it, right? And then it's up, and we stomp it. Okay, so all the little capillaries on the very bottom of your feet, they push the blood back up. They can't go down, right? They're pushing it up. Okay, now guess what? No hands, Mom. No hands. Yay! Sound effects today. Good, and release it. All right, so now we're going to do blast off. I can't remember how to do it. We're going like 10, 9, 8, right? Okay. Wait, I need a rest. I need a rest before we do it. The arms are going all the way up on our last one. Okay. So we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we go blast up and we stand up. And then we all faint. Okay. We'll play normal for that one. Okay, so close your eyes just a moment. Absorb all this beautiful energy. The energy of all of us, okay? I hope that everybody just has a good time here and just be playful, because that's, that's what we're here. It's just a playground here. Okay, so open your eyes. Here we go. Blast off. That means we have to scoot up, okay? So strengthen our legs, strengthen our cores and our back, and everything's going on here. So the arms are out in front, and we're going to come off the chair. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, and blast off! Yay! Very good, everybody. Awesome job. Oh, well deserved, everybody. That felt really good. Oh my gosh. Okay, just show of hands, how many people take a nap after this yoga class? Come on. No, really good. What I'm hoping is that you energize, right? It energizes you. Yeah, you're like, I'm ready. And go shopping. All right, so come on down, find your spot either on the floor or in your chair, and turn on some music. Oh, just be mellow.